Yep, hollow as a casket. And 5 will get you 20 if I'm wrong.
So it's just as we thought.
There's a good chance this ruin has some treasure left in it, but I'd like a little more to go on than good faith.
Do you think you can break into it?
I could pick at it for a week. Or we could get a magician and we'd be done before happy hour's over.
With all due respect, the key phrase here is get a magician. Not one of us possesses that kind of power. Goblins be gone!
Not the best place to be after dark, but I guess it comes with the territory.
You know, maybe we ought to call it a day. I say we head back to Ofen and find us some dinner.
And find ourselves a magician as well.
I agree. I will pray to Miley and ask him to bless us with a powerful magician for tomorrow's task.
Now that we're all on the same side of the coin, what do you say we make our graceful exit?
Watch yourself. The woods will be the safest way out of here. Remember, speed comes before grace.
Care to say grace, Melissa?
Miley, protect us in battle.
If this keeps up, we're gonna be ruined. 3 days' wages at 3 different jobs and we're still in the red.
Louie! Come here! Tell us where he is! If you don't tell us where that long-haired lout went, I swear these streets will run with blood!
Psycho... Quick, Meryl, think of something. Tall, dark, and handsome? Yeah, he went that way.
Louie!
Well, that was weird.
Psst, are they gone?
I hope so.
That sure was close, but thanks to you, I'm in the clear. I can't thank you enough for your help. Those girls were really bothering me, if you can believe it.
I don't mind leaving you alone.
A pretty girl like you shouldn't be alone. Let me buy you a drink.
Go chew on some parsley, will ya? Keep your drunken hands off of me if you know what's good for you.
Hey, gorgeous, hold your horses. Huh?
Step it, 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 step it. Take that, you dirty bastard! Just what I need right now.
It's the second time tonight.
Well, is there some reason you're standing in my way, fellas?
Yeah, I'm waiting for an apology. Isn't that what you do when you run into someone?
We can settle this with swords if you happen to be packing steel. But if you're not, we take jewelry in addition to cash.
Are you guys trying to pick a fight with me?
Are you saying you could put up a fight?
You guys really picked the wrong girl to mess with in a blind alley.
And why is that?
Let's just say you'll be lucky if I let you walk away with both arms intact.
We'll see about that.
Stop right there.
Huh?
I heard everything you guys were saying there. 3 against 1. It's not a fair fight.
What exactly are you doing?
I'm gonna help you fight these guys. Unless you have any complaints.
That's not what I meant. What are you doing there?
Oh, I was trying a new shortcut on the way to this tavern and I guess I got stuck. Let me see if this'll get me out. Ta-da!
A real magician.
All right, which of you hooligans wants to go first? Come on, guys, no need to be shy around me. If you bozos need to warm up, okay, but I'm ready.
Hey, mister, this is my fight, and I really don't need...
Who you calling bozo?
Enough talk, let's go!
Oh! How's that for starters?
Come here and I'll show you!
What is wrong with this nutcase?
Wow, you got some cool moves.
Just what the hell is wrong with you? Any brains beneath that hair?
Hey, you over there! What is your business in the royal city?
Is that it? I haven't even broken a sweat.
Now's not the time unless you like jail fights.
Hey, wait up! Uh-oh.
Halt, I say!
Come on in.
Hi, Jeannie.
You sure took your sweet time.
Sorry about that. I thought I'd take a shortcut, but I got a little lost. So, what's the news?
Well, there's not a single female magician in this town who's also an adventurer.
Yeah, it turns out they're all nerds studying at the Magician's Guild, and the only way they'll travel is if we carry all their books.
That's to be expected since Mr. Carwas is the current chairman of the Magician's Guild. Under him, the training to be a magician must be especially hard.
I hear your Miley order doesn't give its priestesses much free time either. I'm surprised the chief priestess hasn't put her foot down on your adventures.
Followers of Miley understand that fighting is a necessary part of their duties. There's no reason for Jenny to discourage these adventures.
Makes sense for a god of battle.
Listen up. It's a long shot, but there's a pub north of town where some of the young magicians are supposed to hang out. What do you say we hit it tomorrow?
Excuse me, miss, but are you a magician? Huh? Oh,
Yes.
We have some business we'd like to discuss with you. Do you mind if we take our seats here?
Yeah, not a problem.
We're a band of professional adventurers who raid ruins.
Wow, you gotta be kidding me.
I take it you're interested.
I bet you guys have found mountains of treasure and ancient magical relics.
Yeah, we got a whole range.
I'm totally jealous of you guys.
Speaking of treasures, there's this ruin outside of town and we think it's loaded.
Be sure to contact me if you find any magical items, and I'll offer you a fair price.
Actually, that's not quite what we're looking for. We're in search of a magician who can lend her talents to our traveling team.
So, are you saying you want me to join you on your adventures?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I really couldn't. You realize I'm only a novice. I wouldn't be much help to you. Oh, I've got it now. I know of a magician who will brave dangers and approach adventure with gusto.
Oh, that's wonderful. When do we get to meet her?
Hey, Isla, sorry I'm late. What's up?
Well, speak of the devil.
Ah, it's that pervert!
What pervert?
Street brawler.
Street brawler?
Huh? Oh, you!
I see, so you guys are already acquainted with each other. Great, that makes my job easy. Louie, these adventurers want to hire a magician to join their team. I told them you'd be perfect.
Adventurers, sweet!
This guy's a magician? You gotta be kidding.
I hate to say it, but I think she's on to something.
Of course I am, Melissa. Can't you see? He's the worst guy!
You'd have to be blind.
Yes, I see. A magician would be most helpful on an adventure.
Hey, Slimeball, try to keep up.
I'm sorry, Mr. Loogie. Really, I am, but we're looking more for a magician of the feminine persuasion.
If that's the case, you'd better try a different town.
The fact of the matter is, you can look all over Ofen for a girl magician and not find one with a stomach for adventure. Me, on the other hand, I'm ready and willing.
Ready and willing to be a pervert.
I'm not a pervert, do you hear me?
Even if you weren't a pervert, we can't take somebody who loves getting into trouble as much as you do.
If you're talking about last night, that's just a little game I like to play.
Our livelihood is not some kind of game.
You warriors take yourselves way too seriously. So why would you want a magician on your team anyway? You've got an adventure where you're gonna need some help.
To be sure, but we can't get help from the helpless.
I'm not half as helpless as the dorks who lock themselves in the library. I've got my fists. What do you say, Missy?
I repeat, this is not some kind of game.
Jeannie, wait!
Jeannie's got this thing in the bag.
Nice meeting you guys. I'll go lock myself in the library now.
Now, hold on a minute.
Don't worry yourself. I'm not planning on trashing the place. However, fetching a mop right now might not be a bad idea.
Huh.
Yeah. Then we can clean up the garbage coming out of your mouth.
You know, magician, maybe you should quit now while you're still in one piece. I could draw my sword faster than you can say abracadabra, and all the magic in the world won't help you then.
If I were a stupider magician, I'd be trying to take you up on your little challenge right now. But lucky for me, I've already started.
He's got a magical item.
Don't move. This little marble in my hand is watching your every move. If you come any closer, you'll be instantly paralyzed. Pretty good, don't you think?
Louie! Louie!
Isla? Where'd you go?
Louie! Paralysis items are supposed to be blue! You've got an explosive in your hand!
Whoa! Whoa, quick, Isla, tell me, how do I change the color? How do I change the color?
It's impossible to change the color!
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, I know, I know!
Man, what a lousy magician. And even a lousier pervert.
Didn't know the difference between a paralysis item and an explosive.
We'll make him pay double for his stupidity.
If it means I have to see him again, I want nothing to do with it. So let's change the subject!
Great! What's the topic?
How to open stupid doors to secret ancient ruins!
I'll have to crack the stupid thing open the old-fashioned way. There's no two ways around it, but I warn you, it's gonna take a while.
Then if it's not too much trouble, I'd like to take this time off to perform my sacred ritual of revealing.
Sacred ritual of revealing?
That's right. Chief Priestess Jenny has finally granted me permission to do the ceremony.
What does it do?
The great and powerful god Miley will reveal his will to the candidate. Oh, please give me the name of a valiant champion whom I must serve, and please let him not be scrawny.
Oh, no, not this again.
My valiant champion will be a symbol of absolute power. On the one hand, an invincible saint. On the other, a pious warrior. He will be revered as a role model for children. And his deeds in battle will be renowned in the royal courts. Ah, it's you! You're my valiant champion!
Who's this vision?
The great god Miley sent me a revelation that you are the champion whom I must serve. By the way, my name's Melissa.
I've waited a long time for this. I'm so pleased, Melissa.
What are we waiting for? Let's have ourselves an adventure together.
Sir Champion!
Oh, Melissa. You know, if she wasn't such a good priestess.
I think she set a new record.
Sometimes the great and powerful Miley appoints a harsher destiny than we may be prepared to handle. But it is a test that Miley sets to strengthen our courage and resolve as disciples of our esteemed Miley order. Though only the chosen ones may become our valiant champions, we're inspired by their deeds, and by imitating them, we can also aspire to great bravery. When we next meet, I shall tell you what it means to be a real hero for the people.
Miss Melissa!
What is it, girls?
Is it true you'll be performing the sacred ritual of revealing tomorrow?
Yes.
That's so cool! I bet you'll serve the bestest hero in the whole wide world! He'll be like so totally dreamy, a real hunk of shining armor.
Well, it's not entirely certain that my champion will be revealed to me.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find your champion.
I appreciate the vote of confidence from you girls, but it is up to Miley's will. We will see.
Wow, Miss Melissa's like so totally... fantastic!
Gonna get my champion! Gonna find a hero!
Hey, you! Get up!
Huh? Hey, Isla, is that you?
Well, of course it's me.
How's my old man?
Well, thanks to Mr. Carwis, you only had to spend one night in jail, so consider yourself lucky. But don't let that fool you. I think he's still pretty ticked off with you, which shouldn't be a surprise. Oh, and I almost forgot, you have a lecture to take this afternoon, so you better go clean up.
I'm really not in the mood for that.
You should all become brilliant magicians. If you study hard, you will pass my class. If you pass my class, you will graduate, because there isn't a harder class in the guild. Well, Louie? Huh? It's nice to see you're so brilliant you don't need to take notes. I would expect nothing less from a headmaster's son.
Hey, do you have a bathroom in here? Son of a... Oh!
I noticed you've been acting weird. Is there something wrong, Louie?
You think I have what it takes to be a magician, or am I a lost cause?
Let's see. Judging on your past history?
I thought so.
Hey, Louie, cheer up. If you didn't have some sort of talent, they would have dismissed you by now. Even Mr. Carwis couldn't give you immunity from that.
Being his adopted son doesn't give me a natural talent for magic either, so what's your point, Isla?
With an attitude like that, as long as you keep getting drunk, picking fights in bars, and punching strangers when you should be hitting your books, then of course you're not going to know the difference between a paralysis item and an explosive.
I've already got enough teachers lecturing me.
I see what this is about. You're thinking about those 3 girls you met last night at the pub, aren't you?
Huh?
There's something about adventurers. I think it's the way that they'll do anything for money, and I do mean anything. Those people leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Maybe you're right, but they didn't seem like the money-grubbing type. A sword fighter, a priestess of the Miley order. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the little one must be a thief.
The only thing missing from their group is a magician, and if they had that, they'd be unstoppable. But they refused you, so you better crack open your books.
So that's it.
So what's it?
So that's the reason.
Reason for what?
They're too embarrassed to ask me to join them because they're not the best.
What?
You remember our little showdown?
Obviously better than you.
Hey, adventure could be my talent, and if that's the case, then it's my duty to help them out.
Help them out?
I don't know where to find the sword fighter or the little thief. But the blonde-haired one is a priestess of Miley, isn't she? I'll go have a talk with her.
Louie.
Yeah?
Oh, nothing. Just feeling happy.
Any reason?
Oh, yeah, lots of reasons.
Oh. And I picked that one out special for you, Jeannie.
So what have you been doing all day today?
Oh, not much, really. Just making sure we stay out of debt for a change. If you're feeling hungry, I'd have no problem splitting an apple. Still got your mind on that pervert? I saw you tearing into those logs.
I don't want to talk about it.
Man, I can't believe he tricked you like that, Genie. Maybe the guy's not such a bad magician after all. Anyway, why don't you and me go see what Melissa's up to, okay?
Hello in there! Oh. Yeah, hi there. I'm a member of the Magicians Guild. I'd like to know where I can find a Miss Melissa.
Are you a disciple?
No. No, hey! Ow. You're lucky you're on holy ground, or I'd have you saying your prayers right now. Oh, Mommy. Oh, not the face!
Why are you here? Wait, I don't want to know.
I'm here because I need to talk to a priestess named Melissa. Huh?
Hate to break it to you, Melissa's performing a holy ceremony right now and can't be bothered. So why don't you get lost, pervert?
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm gonna stay right here until I talk to her.
We told you get lost! It's not gonna work like last night, Magician.
Well, Genie, I guess your sword is pretty fast. It's just that... It's gonna have to play catch-up with my legs!
Are you ready to perform our most sacred ritual?
I am. I've prepared myself, Chief Priestess Jenny.
And I shall place your destiny in the hands of Miley, the all-powerful.
Hey, Melissa, are you in here?
Sit down!
Miley, grant us the courage to live according to your will. Please send me a sign if there is a valiant champion I should serve. Your disciple is waiting.
Find the intruder! This way!
Oh.
Come out here! Get him! He can't see now!
My Lord Miley, is there a hero for me?
Follow me! The intruder went this way!
Your feet are slow, Magician.
Looks like you've run out of tricks, pervert. Unless you've studied up on flying spells, which somehow I doubt.
Which will it be, Magician? Meryl's knives or my sword?
Miley, is there a noble and heroic champion for me to serve? Let me know your will.
Melissa, my fervent and loyal disciple.
Yes, Miley.
The valiant champion you seek to serve is...
Tell me.
Go! Watch where you swing that!
Just be glad I spared your life, but consider this your last warning.
It's obvious who the better, faster fighter in this contest is.
And once you get that through your thick head, we'll let you go. What a moron.
Maybe you should give the magician a little more credit!
Janie, do something!
The valiant champion whom you will serve shall be the next person you see.
Huh? Lord Miley, I don't want to sound as if I'm nitpicking, but won't the first person that I see be the Chief Priestess Jenny?
Catch you later, suckers! Well, it looks like I screwed up again.
Is it human?
I've been looking for you.
Melissa!
Melissa, can you hear me? Are you all right?
きはじけた稲妻みたい